A careless nurse put the wrong name bracelet on a newborn baby, and changed the lives of two children forever. A wealthy heiress was switched into poverty, while the girl who should have grown up collecting scraps, became the cherished daughter of a billionaire family. The real heiress Amor grew up relying only on her mother, crammed into a relative's home, enduring constant harsh criticism, because for now they truly needed their relative's support. Years of poverty gave Amor an almost obsessive desire for material things. She would lose her temper when her mother had no money to top up her phone, when she saw an expensive dress at the mall. She even borrowed money from a classmate to buy it. That desire seemed carved into her bones, so Amor's mother could let her attend a classmate's birthday party. She spent all her savings, just so her daughter could have a decent new outfit. But the fake heiress Shook was completely different. She lived in a magnificent villa and had everything she needed, yet she was suffocated by her mother Farah's ambition. After losing a competition, mother and daughter had a complete falling out. Shook rushed out of the house, only to be struck by a speeding car, and that accident uncovered a secret buried for 18 years. The family anxiously rushed Shook to the hospital. Fortunately, Shook was eventually out of danger. But just when everyone thought the storm was about to pass, an even more shocking secret quietly began to surface. While preparing a blood transfusion for Shook, Ahmed, the family uncle and a doctor, discovered something that made no medical sense. A father with type A blood, a mother with type O blood, yet a child with type AB blood. The discovery hit like a bomb, exploding through Rashid and Farah's world. After investigating, Ahmed finally uncovered the truth hidden for 18 years. On the day Shook was born, the hospital had accidentally mixed her up with another baby girl. Their real daughter was living an entirely different life somewhere else. According to the analysis, Shook is not your child. One mislabeled bracelet split two completely different paths of fate. 18 years had passed. One girl grew quietly in poverty, held together by a mother's humble love. The other carried heavy expectations inside a glittering cage. Through years when no one noticed, the seeds of fate silently took root. Every moment of peace and regret, warmth and suffering quietly built up, waiting only for the right moment to reveal this absurd mistake that lasted 18 years. No one knew that one careless mistake would rewrite the destinies of two girls and overturn the lives of two families. Farah completely broke down. She could not accept the truth. Rashid also sank into deep shock and pain. The daughter they had raised for 18 years was not biologically theirs after all. How were they supposed to face the daughter they had loved for so long? She warned the family that Shook must never learn this secret, but she did not know that Shook had heard everything from outside the door. Facing his devastated daughter, her father held her tightly, and promised with absolute certainty that no matter what happened she would always be his precious daughter. This fatherly love beyond blood became a warm and solid defense in this broken family. But warmth could not hide the cracks. A family dinner eventually turned into a courtroom. When Shook said she wanted a tattoo, Farah flatly refused, saying, "My only daughter cannot get a tattoo." Those words completely set Shook off. Through tears she demanded to know, if DNA proved she had different parents, then what right did the people before her have to define her life? She declared that she had the right to find her real family, otherwise she would never be at peace. Farah's emotional defenses completely collapsed. She said in tears that she was the one who had raised Shook. Was that bond really worth less than a piece of paper? To uncover the mystery of her birth, Shook decided to take action herself. Using a school assignment as an excuse, she went to the hospital where she had been born with her brother's company. In the confusion she slipped into the old archive room. Under the weak light of her phone, she nervously searched through the yellowed papers. At last she found a key birth certificate. Shook was devastated after learning the truth. She got the address but backed out at the last moment. At the same time, Rashid was also pressuring the hospital through a lawyer, only to find that the key archive page had mysteriously disappeared. The hospital manager's evasive attitude made Rashid deeply suspicious. He sensed that an even bigger secret was being hidden. The gears of fate began to turn. Shook came alone to the neighborhood where her birth mother Nala lived. From the neighbors she learned the address of the restaurant where Nala worked. Meanwhile her biological sister Amor was discussing where to hang out with her friends. By coincidence, the place her friends suggested was the very restaurant where Nala worked. Amor looked disgusted and tried to stop them, but in the end her friends dragged her inside. Inside the restaurant, Amor's sense of class superiority completely came out. She looked down on the surroundings and the customers around her. Her harsh words angered the people nearby, and an argument broke out. Her mother Nala could only step forward helplessly to calm things down. Just then, Shook standing outside the restaurant witnessed everything. The woman humbly trying to stop the fight in that greasy restaurant was her biological mother. The shock was too much for her to bear. Shook's vision went dark and she fainted. One careless mistake 18 years ago easily reversed the course of two lives. One was trapped in poverty and grew up driven by material desire. Her personality slowly hardened through years of hardship. The other lived in a grand mansion, bound by the pressures of family love, confused under both expectations and heavy demands. Blood defines a person's natural roots, but years spent together can create bonds that nothing can replace. Their switched fates exposed a harsh reality. Some people have wealth but lack inner peace. Some endure poverty yet still hold pure motherly love. One bracelet rewrote half a lifetime, and two paths unexpectedly crossed.